รู้มาต่อกันในพาร์ท 3แล้วกันนะเรียกว่าจะไม่อันนี้ละนะครับไปไหนนะต่อพาร์ท 3เลยแล้วกันเนาะเดี๋ยวขอดูหน่อยที่เควสเราไปไหนไปไกลหรือเปล่าไหนดูสิ
If only a new student would help me with my sad predicament.
ตอนที่ผมอยู่ตรงนี้นี่คือว่าเป็นไม้นะเดี๋ยวมาทำนะไปทำเควสหลักก่อนกันเดี๋ยวมากระตุกเฟียนตก เกมนี้มันเอาที่ไม้มายังไม่ค่อยดีนะผมมองว่าเกมนี้มันกินแรมเกินไปนะครับผมจาก16คนที่มีแรม16 จิกอะเล่นลำบาก
Oh dear, I shall get in trouble for this. Expelliarmus! Incendio!
มันกินแรมเกินนะครับเกมนี้แต่ถ้าถามว่าเล่นได้ไหมเล่นได้นะผมไม่ได้ไปปรับอะไรเพิ่มตั้งแต่โหลดเกมเสร็จมานะครับผมมันก็กระตุกนะ
Sharp was in a mood the other day. Revelio.
Transfiguration is far too difficult for me.
อย่าบอกว่าได้ขี่ไม่กวาดแต่น่าจะยังมั้งให้ดูหน่อยสิตอนนี้เลขเฟรมเนี่ยผมไม่ขึ้นแล้วอะผมไม่ได้ใช้อะไรนะตัวโปรแกรม Afterburner นะผมใช้เป็น
Revelio.
NVIDIA นะครับในการดูแทนนะนัตตี้ล่ะ
Revelio.
ใครเหมือนกันนะเนี่ยนัตตี้
Revelio. Leviosa.
กระตุกนะนี่บ้านของแฮกิตปะเนี่ยแต่100 ปีที่แล้วมีบ้านของแฮกิตแล้วเหรอ
Revelio. I should investigate.
เกมก็อาจจะกระตุกนะก็ตามข้อมูลที่ GeForce Experience ขึ้นเลยนะถ้าเพกคอมผมก็ประมาณนั้นแหละ
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I am well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
What does that mean?
I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it. And I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair, and you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
อะไรตรงนั้นเนี่ยมีแค่เควสทำให้ทำเพียบเลยเอาแล้วขอดูหน่อยนะไม่ชุดเลย
They must have come this way. Think!
อะไรเนี่ย
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
at it.
ไปซะ
Oh, watch the light go out of your eyes.
สุดเท่กันนะ
Get on! Hang on! We can hold them up!
I'm not going anywhere with you.
Going after him! You'll take this production!
Finding himself.
I hate heights. I'll have none of that.
Production!
You made a grave mistake.
Oh.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner. And so close to Hogwarts.
เล่นซะเกือบแล้ว
Are you alright?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin, gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor, hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
โอเคเดี๋ยวผมมาแป๊บนึงนะครับผมนะเดี๋ยวทำธุระแป๊บนึงเดี๋ยวมา เค กลับมาแล้ว
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
ใบไม้
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
นี่ล่ะ
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
ทั้งหมด 3 อัน
Expelliarmus! Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
ครบแล้ว
Merlin's beard! How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
โอเค ว่าแต่พวกขวดยานี่เราจะเอายังไงนะ นี่แหละ อ๋อ โอเค เครดต่อไปเดี๋ยวเห็นอะไรแวบ300 กว่าเมตรแล้วถ้าเราตรงนี้น่าจะเร็วกว่า ผมปิดไปแล้วกันนะ NVIDIA ที่มันโชว์เฟรมเรทเพราะเฟรมผมไม่ขึ้นน่าจะขึ้นแล้วล่ะในรูปภาพมีอะไร
You wanted to see me, sir?
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Eldridge Diggory, former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura recruitment program at your service. I believe you can help solve a decades-old murder, thanks to that book you found, and, in particular, its missing pages.
How do you know about the book and the pages?
We portraits hear more than you might suspect, and most of us can keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
I'll do whatever I can.
Wonderful. I am pleased to have been right about you. My great-niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you with details. She's retired now, but was a skilled aura in her day. And the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of Upper Hogsfield. Shall I tell her to expect you?
How could a few pages of a book help her solve an old case?
A boy disappeared with those pages, but they never found the body. A girl was convicted of his murder nonetheless. It seems those pages could exonerate her somehow. My great-niece can tell you more.
Can you tell me more about your great-niece?
Cream of the crop when it comes to auras. A star pupil here, and then an exemplary servant to the ministry. And her spark hasn't diminished one bit in her retirement. She and I often chat about old cases and our glory days. No offense, but it's nice to get away from the students and converse with someone who's familiar with my legacy.
When were you the Minister for Magic?
Over 100 years ago. 1733 to 1747, to be precise. The stories I could tell you. Didn't have the chance to do all that I could. I was in the midst of reforming Azkaban when my life was cut short by dragon pox. I was sneezing sparks to the bitter end.
I shall go and see her right away.
Brilliant. With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind, both mysteries may be solved sooner than you think. I shall see you there, soon I hope.
ดูซิว่าให้ไปทำอะไรต่อ
Revelio.
It's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
ตอนนี้มีเควสนี่ก็มีเควสโอ้เฟรมมันกระตุกเลยวะมันกระตุกไอ้
Revelio.
ไอ้นี่หรือว่ามันเป็นที่แรมผมบอกเกมนี้กินแรมเยอะมากแต่ผมพูดตรงๆเลยนะเยอะมากเพราะว่าแรม16เนี้ยเริ่มจะไม่พอแล้วล่ะ
Incendio.
ที่เกิดอาการค้างเห็นไหมแป๊บนึงผมนึกว่าโปรแกรมหยุดอัดไปแล้ว
Incendio!
ขอเวลาสักครู่นะมาผมก็ตกใจนึกว่ามันจะหยุดหยุดไลฟ์ไปซะแล้วเมื่อกี้นี้เพราะว่าGeForce RTX เนี่ยมันชอบ
Revelio!
คือมันชอบแบบพอเกมกระตุกนิดกระตุกหน่อยอ่ะมันก็จะหยุดอัดหยุดไลฟ์อะไรอย่างงี้ฮะเพิ่งเห็นโอ้ถ้าใกล้สุดก็น่าจะเป็นนี่แหละในหมู่บ้านนะวันนั้นนี่วิ่งไกลมาก
Hogsmeade, here I come.
ตอนผมเล่นใหม่ๆนะผมมาลองทดสอบใช่ไหมผมไล่เก็บหมดเลยนะพวกหนังสือบินอะไรเงี้ย แต่นี่เดี๋ยวผมให้มาทำนอกรอบเอาเดี๋ยวอะไรอ่ะใครอ่ะ
Over here, there! Get a custom! No! I will make you pay.
Your blood's on Banrock's hands. Revelio.
เมื่อกี้นี้มีฉากต่อสู้แบบกระตุกนะครับลองพิจารณาดูนะว่าเราจะขนาดไหนหรือเราจะเล่นเกมนี้หรือว่าเราจะรอมันแพทให้มันดีขึ้นนะครับ
You should know better than that by now. We've all told you before, and look what happens when you don't listen. I won't rest until you're dead.
ล็อบบินทำอะไรตอนนี้วะ นี่คืออะไร
Revelio.
ทางนี้ก็เป็นเซฟเควสเหรอ
This must be the place Minister Diggory mentioned. Helen lives around here somewhere.
นี่เปิดมาแบบมีเทคนิคเยอะผมใช้ได้เลือกถูกก็จะทำเทคนิค
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
มันไม่มีแบบเรียนเวทเลยก็ทางไหนวะนี่
It's like a place right out of a storybook. Madam Thistlewood, I met your great-uncle in his portrait in my common room. He sent me to speak to you.
I'm pleased you came. Uncle Eldridge believes the book you found and its missing pages may be relevant to an unsolved case from my time as an Auror.
Very well. I'm listening.
Decades ago, a student named Richard Jackdaw disappeared after going to meet a girl named Anne. They never found his body. When his headless ghost appeared briefly in Hogsmeade, wholly unaware of how he died, Anne was convicted of his murder and sent to Azkaban. It was in large part due to the testimony of a girl called Apollonia Black. Jealous of Anne, I think.
That sounds terrible, but I'm not sure how I can help.
Anne's alibi was somewhat labyrinthine. She said Jackdaw promised her adventure following a map he found on some pages he'd stolen from Peeves.
And you think Peeves ripped those pages from the book I found in the restricted section?
If my great-uncle is to be believed, yes. At least that's what the portraits at Hogwarts suspect. Anne insisted that Jackdaw had asked her to follow the map with him, but only after she solved a series of puzzles he'd prepared. Odd way to woo a girl. She swears she never even solved the first puzzle, so they didn't meet. Jackdaw's ghost vanished almost as soon as he appeared. Without Jackdaw's puzzle, pages, or remains, Anne was sent to Azkaban based solely on Apollonia's spurious testimony.
I don't understand. What can I do to help?
I believe Anne may have solved the first puzzle by now, but after spending time in Azkaban, she's a shadow of her former self. She won't speak to anyone she doesn't trust, and she trusts no one. If you, a student with a connection to the pages, like Jackdaw had, spoke to Anne, she might reveal new information.
What a horrible story. Well, if you think I can help, I'll come with you.
This is wonderful news. You are to be commended for your kindness and bravery. Fortunately, being a retired Auror has its benefits. We can apparate right to her. I've escorted ministers, professors, and many others to that blasted place. Never a student, I'll admit, but I will keep you safe.
Can you tell me more about Apollonia Black?
Wretched, vindictive girl, that one. Apollonia claimed that Anne threatened to kill the boy after he broke her heart. The Black family's power over certain people in the ministry, along with the fact that Anne is Muggle-born, sealed her fate.
I'd like to know more about Anne.
That poor soul never was the brightest girl, and that lack of wit proved to be her undoing.
I half suspect Jackdaw and Apollonia were merely toying with her. Who could have known he'd end up dead?
She's not held up well in Azkaban. In some ways, she blames me for not proving her innocence. I'd like to clear her name if we can.
You said Jackdaw's ghost appeared briefly, then vanished. Where do you think he went?
I have no idea. Evidently, he was always a bit restless, going on and on about adventure. If I had to guess, he tired of Scotland and is somewhere on the other side of the globe by now.
Very well, let's go.
Steady yourself. We'll apparate together. Don't worry, I've never splinched anyone.
Do take care now, and tread lightly in that horrible place.
We'll be there in but a moment.
ผมว่าต้องไปเล่นไซเควสบ้างละเพราะว่าบางทีไซเควสอาจจะมีอะไรนะเรียกว่าอะไรเวทนะเผื่อมีเวทใหม่ๆมาให้เล่นมันอาคาบันเปล่าวะเนี่ย
That ought to keep them at bay for now. Though, be aware, you may feel a wave of despair. It will pass.
Thank you for the warning.
This really is a dismal place, but we'll be out of here soon enough. Now follow me. This isn't a place for loitering.
I never thought I'd see the inside of Azkaban for myself.
Nasty Dementors. Not even I could convince the Ministry to send them off. There's no need for such monsters.
Been here a lot longer than the rest of us.
If I had my watch, I'd cast Crucio on the lot of you.
You don't scare me, young cur. I teach you so little of what you should know at Hogwarts.
That witch you're with has a dark cloud over her. I can feel it.
เนี่ยนั่นเลิกคุอักคาร์บัน
Around in darkness, my only friend, my only hope.
No one at school's going to believe this.
Now remember, Anne has been here a long time. The Dementors aren't kind. Have patience and speak to her quietly and respectfully.
Are you Anne?
Who's there? Who speaks to me? Is that death finally come for me?
I'm a student from Hogwarts. I found the book that you said would exonerate you.
Ah, the book, the book. No one would look. None of the mages found the pages. Methinks the feckless knave meandered to his cave. My fate was surely sealed in Upper Hoggyfield.
Are you saying that the missing pages are in a cave near Upper Hogsfield?
Hogsfield, ruins house, a vault concealed.
A vault in some ruins near Upper Hogsfield. I suppose it can't hurt to look.
Can't hurt to look, can't hurt to look. Go find the pages from your book. Helen, know you're here. Come in closer, be a dear.
What is it, Anne?
On ได้
You're hurt.
Go. The cave. You're safe now. You have what you need. I'll be all right once I get...
But Madame Thistlewood, all right, I'll find it. I'll find Jackdaw's cave. Not sure how I'd fare.
Bardo Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by
ต้องมาลองทำไซด์เควสดูบ้างละเพื่อจะมีเวทมนต์ใหม่ๆหลอกรันเจียนอะ
A castle. This must be the place Anne told me about. No one's been here for ages. Accio!
แล้วยังไง
Incendio!
ต้องดึงให้หมดเลยเหรอ
Accio! No. How did you do this, Jackdaw? Oh, that's done something. It's no wonder Anne never found that clue. Here. You couldn't outwit me, Jackdaw. Now, where's the clue you left behind?
Oh, นี่ไง
A note from Jackdaw. Anne never found it. So how did he die? Was she to blame at all? This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Could it be? Has someone solved my puzzle after all these years? Well done indeed. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw? I heard you disappeared years ago. You have some explaining to do.
I do? That was my puzzle you solved. What are you doing here?
A retired aura, Helen Thistlewood, told me about a map you stole from Peeves, and then Anne told me about a cave.
You saw Anne? Broke my heart. I had to go on without her. Probably best for her in the end. Dare I ask? How is she?
She was imprisoned in Azkaban for your murder. Why didn't you exonerate her?
What? Azkaban? Oh, poor Anne. I had no idea. I thought she'd written me off. I've been travelling the world for years to mend my broken heart. I came back here only recently. On a whim. I must speak to the aura you mentioned and see how I can help Anne.
I'm glad to hear it. Before you go, would I still be able to find the pages with the map Helen mentioned?
I'm almost certain I dropped them in the cave the moment I was beheaded. They're bound to be mouldering away with the rest of me. Tell you what, meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you precisely where to find them.
If you don't mind my asking, how did you lose your head?
I was having a look about when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze, after which I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do find yourself in a cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
Helen mentioned Apollonia Black. Did she set up Anne to take the fall?
Have you never met any members of the Black family? They can be rather vindictive. Once Anne showed an interest in me, Apollonia couldn't let it alone. That her own heart had grown cold simply didn't matter.
How is it possible to steal from Peeves? A poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He has a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor, whatever's likely to cause the most chaos. Found them on the floor outside the library where he discarded them. Not my luckiest find, all things considered.
Thank you. I need to find those pages to help a friend.
I shall see you there.
Okay.
These rocks have seen better days.
ดูดิเควสอะไรเป็นเวทโอเคต้องกลับไปใช่ไหมมันคุ้นว่าตรงนี้เหมือนป่าต้องห้าม
Nobody will miss one measly little student.
Revelio.
Protect! That meant to be an attack of some sort. What's happening? Too slow. It's you. Incendio.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
คืออะไร
Levioso. Accio.
ไม่ยิงทำลายเลยอะไรอ่ะ
How delightful. Don't see you get out of this alive. You will pay for your deeds. You let North...
Petrificus Titanic! Finite!
I'm just warming up. I've seen you duel to your knees. You're going to regret that. You've made a great mistake.
Wait till Sebastian hears about this. An Ashwinder.
Such arrogance.
No!
Rat this out longer than necessary. I won't rest until you're dead. No! I will make you pay. Well. I don't see myself doing this sort of thing. Fancy I'll have my own operation worked out one day. All working for me. Unforgivable.
You only have Ranrock to blame.
อ๋อ นี่มันไม่ต้องห้ามเองนะ
Oh, what's the lie?
You're the one who really did well, aren't you?
Expulsor!
Take her!
So very weak. Pathetic. Rookwood's don't know.
Expulsor! You'll answer for this. I should warn you.
Oh, for effort.
Potato.
Death from above!
Expulso!
Had enough?
Pay for your deeds.
Amateur.
Little moon cow. An intruder. You can't stop us. You not quite.
You're a bit dodgy with your skills, aren't you, sweetheart? Reducto.
You're easier to stop.
Let's get this.
Nice try.
Can't spell glance off of me. When is they to give up?
What an unfortunate disappointment!
ไม่ไหว โอเคเราได้เป็นที่ทดสอบแล้วกัน รีลักมันโอ้เราไม่พอไงเลือดไม่พอถึงแล้ว
Here I am, as good as
แต่
my
มันมีเรื่อง
word.
การปรุงยาด้วยนี่หว่าลืม
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. It would take the patience of a Hufflepuff to track down these pages.
Well said. Now, where do we go from here?
Follow me. I shall lead you as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the scene of my demise. Keep your eyes open for a bird bath. When you find it, say intramuros. I think it's Latin. Or Greek. As you can imagine, I never paid much attention in school. Shall we?
Aside from the bird bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks. A stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Surprising how much of this is, rather unfortunately, coming back to me. Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird bath. Adieu.
Nothing to do now but keep going. The waterfall. For a thief, Jackdaw's surprisingly as good as his word. Something oddly solemn about this place. Such regal creatures, stags. There it is, just as Jackdaw described. Intramuros.
Aren't you a little far from home?
Ranrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding. What an unfortunate end for you! And happily pitiful despair. I feel as though you're not even trying. I won't rest.
No risk those loyalists will report back to Ranrock now. Let's see where Jackdaw has led me. I wonder how big this place is.
ว่าผมต้องไปเน้นการโจมตีกันป้องกันอีกการมั้งเนี่ย
I can shoot the symbol, but it doesn't stay lit for long. I need to light all three before they time out on me. Someone didn't want casual visitors down here. Revelio. I wonder if any of my spells will help me through this. Expelliarmus! Another puzzle. Well, if Jackdaw could solve this, so can I. Perhaps the next symbol is hidden somewhere.
มีกี่อันเห็นมีอยู่3 อัน
Revelio. It's a good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down there. Accio! Untouched chest. Jackdaw wasn't very thorough in his search of this cave.
ไม่รู้ว่ามันถูกทางหรือเปล่า
Not a headless skeleton in sight, but I may as well help myself to this.
ด้วยกี่91 ประเด็นสำคัญคือกูมาถูกทางหรือเปล่าถูกทางหรือเปล่า
There it is. The bridge. It's almost complete. More spiders. These can't be what the headed the Potato.
ตัวมันล่มเลย
I can only imagine how these spiders have multiplied since Jackdaw came this way. I must be getting closer to Jackdaw's remains. And those pages. There's Jackdaw, looking dead as ever. What happened here? Wait, here it is. The map that brought your doom, Jackdaw. Is there something beyond this room?
Oh. ได้อยู่
That's unnerving. What's happening? Revelio. I've seen this before. In Gringotts and the restricted section. Where am I? Oh no. The room is starting to flood.
น้ำมา
How am I being protected? What sort of magic is this? I can only hope this magic protects me until I'm able to make my way out of here. What is this place?
บอสปะเนี่ยห้องโล่งๆเนี้ย
Can it be?
It's you.
Has someone finally found our map chamber?
I recognize you from the Pensives. You're Professor Rackham.
I am indeed. I must confess that I am surprised to see someone so young standing before me.
I'm the same age that you and Isadora Morganach were when you started at Hogwarts.
You've paid attention, and might I presume you share our ability?
To see traces of ancient magic? Yes, sir, I do.
As you have likely realized by now, our ability gives us a unique relationship with all forms of magic. We can access expressions of magic that few others can. Opportunities will arise that allow you to sharpen this rare talent. Do not squander them.
I won't, Professor. Thank you.
We have much to discuss. But first, a map found in a certain book led you here. Place the book on the pedestal.
I don't have the book with me, sir.
That is unfortunate. I'm afraid we must pause our conversation until you return with the book.
I'm a bit confused, sir. Why is this room called the map chamber?
I assure you that all will be clear once the book has been placed on the pedestal.
The statues and carvings in the house on the cliffside, those are of you. Are you a seer?
I am.
Did you know that I would be here?
I cannot say more at present, except to say that your presence here does not entirely surprise me.
Very well. I'll retrieve the book right away.
Good. We shall speak again once the book is in place.
อ๋อนี่ไงเอาอันนี้ก่อนดีกว่า ให้2 point ไหมเรียกว่าเจอ2 point หมดเลยแล้วกัน ประมาณนี้ผมก็รู้ว่าใครจะเซตยังไงบ้างนะทีก็มี3 อันละสกิลเรายังปลดอยู่แค่นี้เองเดี๋ยวต้องไปเรียนเพิ่มมันจะต้องไปทำไซค์เควสแล้วมั้งไม่รู้สิ
pages and the map chamber. Why would I need the book?
You can't imagine.
เมื่อกี้คีซิ่งยังไงนะ
Revelio.
ลืมนะว่าทำยังไม่รู้ลืม ที่ผมจำได้ว่าผมกดวิ่ง
Back at Hogwarts? I wonder when Professor Fig will be back. I did promise him I wouldn't neglect my studies while he was away. Suppose I have enough to distract myself with till he returns with the book. Revelio.
เฮ้ยขี่ไม่ควาดกระตุกนะ
Do all that happened that day.
Revelio.
ไปเรียนบินไม่ขวาดกันดีกว่าโอเค
Everybody grab a broom and we shall get started. Mr. Clockton, your attention, please.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone, please welcome a new student to our flying class.
Welcome.
Hello.
The goal of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely, as broom flight is, first and foremost, a means of transportation. This, I fear, some of you have forgotten. Diving, rolling, and loop-the-loops will not be taught or in fact tolerated in this class. We'll leave that to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu.
Not a fan, I take it?
Now, let's see how well everyone kept up with their practice over the summer holidays. For those who need a refresher, step up to your broom, say up firmly and clearly, then kick your leg over and rest your weight on the seat. Up!
Thank you.
Now, your turn.
Up!
Up!
Up, you stupid ratty school broom!
Up!
One leg over, so there's a leg on each side. None of that side saddle nonsense. A gust of wind will throw you right off. And if you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself at once. Good. Now, for your first lesson, fly through each ring in the courtyard. Do take care. The brooms are school property. I want them returned in one piece.
I'm getting used to.
Excellent. Well done. Now that you're acclimatized to your broom, let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we? This next set of rings will take you around the grounds for more of a challenge.
What have you?
Hello. Nice day for a flight.
That wasn't too bad.
The old boathouse. Wish you could have experienced crossing the lake as a first year. Whoa, our aquatic resident likes to make an appearance once in a while.
Ken
This is rather fun.
Oh, well done! Have a moment? I say, I watched you fly through those rings. You seem to handle yourself on that dusty school broom well enough. I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit more challenging. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We haven't properly met. I'm Everett Clopton. Am I right in suspecting that a Hufflepuff like you might be interested in some high-flying fun?
Can't say no to that. What did you have in mind?
A bit of a detour, so to speak. Follow me. The tour is about to begin. Follow closely now. Right now, we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Lovely as ever. Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today. Nice to get above it all, isn't it? Ahead of the gardens, the Hufflepuff common room windows just peek out. Bit claustrophobic for my taste.
How is Everett flying so quickly?
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
Now that's more like it.
You sure you're not part hippogriff? There's the famous bridge. Think of all the magic holding it up. I mean, look at it. And the owlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
ในข้างหน้าด้วยมา
Playing
เล่น
games and a jaunt around
ปิด
Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
Kagawa's whistle. This concludes our tour. Best hurry back. Looks like he's already dismissed class. Better hurry and hand in our brooms. Dismount here.
And where have you two been?
Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions. Mr. Clopton, I'm disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom the proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough. Class is finished for the day. As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the future. Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
Sorry about that business with Kagawa, but you have to admit those views were worth it.
It was worth losing a few house points for that detour.
You seem at home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two if I had my own broom. Hate having to return the school broom after class.
Perhaps I'll have to purchase a broom then.
If you can, you should. Wish I could. I recommend visiting Albie Weeks at Spintwitches in Hogsmeade. He's always looking to test new models. I'll keep an eye out for you in the sky.
Madam Kagawa, about what happened in class.
No need to discuss it further. Losing points for Hufflepuff should serve as a deterrent against future escapades. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that I teach you a few additional spells, so please keep an eye out for an owl from me. You're also welcome to drop by any time with questions.
มันต้องไปซื้อไม่ขวาดของเราเองหรือเปล่านี่มีเรียนเวทมันไม่ขวาดอยู่ไหนวะไม่แน่ใจว่าให้ซื้อเลยหรือเปล่านะขอแวะมาดูก่อนร้านไม้กวาด
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Stop girl, I was.
ไม่กวาดหน้าตาเป็นไงว่าล็อกร้านไม่กวาดหน้าตาเป็นไงอ่ะนี่ปะฟิตดิ
Good thing the ministry banned underage schools.
นี่ถึงละใช่ไหม
Ah, new face. Wonderful.
ใช่
Hello, Mr. Weeks, is it?
Albie Weeks at your service. Welcome to Spintwitches. Apologies if you came by before and weren't able to come in. Shop's been closed since trade routes were disrupted. Had to travel as far as London to meet with my supplier. And I've only just returned, thankfully with inventory. I presume you're in the market for a new broom? Got a few rare U-weavers available. Ember Dash, Silver Arrows. Wind Wisps too. No matter what broom you choose, you'll be pleased. They're all exceptional, both in quality and performance.
Sounds quite the array of brooms. I'll have a look around, thank you.
What are we looking for today? That item is of the highest quality.
ราคาเท่ากันหมดเลยเนาะ
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Thanks for stopping by. Whilst nearly any broom will certainly be a step up from the practice brooms in Kagawa's class, they all have their limitations. You seem to be a flyer who might be interested in, say, some enhancements?
Go on.
Ha! Knew I was right about you. I think you'll be quite happy with the performance of any broom at lower altitudes. But you may notice that speed consistency tends to falter as you rise. I believe I can remedy this issue. I have some ideas for enchantments, upgrades, if you will, that will improve the performance of any broom you fly. What I need is someone to conduct a broom flight and report back to me so I can perfect the upgrades. As it happens, another Hogwarts student, Imelda Reyes, is using abandoned broom courses for time trials. Clever girl. An ideal situation for collecting flight statistics. If you were to compete for the best time and succeed, then report back to me with how your broom behaved, I could complete work on my first upgrade. What say?
That sounds intriguing. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It'll be worth your while. If I'm right, the new upgrade ought to enhance brooms in every regard. And I can give you a special price. The time trial should be a bit of fun too. Go to the Quidditch pitch and Imelda Reyes will sort you out. Once you've beaten Imelda's time, be sure to let me know.
Can't help but admire Mr. Weeks' enthusiasm.
Historically.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
My oldest sister.
คือปุ่มมันทำไมมันต้องทำให้มันซ้อนกันไม่รู้นะเฟรมเรทอยู่ประมาณ30กว่าเฟรมตอนบินนะมาที่สนามฟิกริต
Hufflepuff.
Imelda Reyes? Albie Weeks sent me.
Did he now? Still tinkering with his broom upgrade, no doubt. I tried to help him once. He nitpicked my flying technique, and that was the end of that. The nerve. why is he roping you into his broom testing silliness? You've barely started flying from what I know. Caught wind of you showing off in flying class with Clopton.
I don't know what people have said, but I certainly wasn't showing off.
Tell that to the rest of the school. But it doesn't matter. Everyone knows that class is only for beginners, troublemakers, and bumbling baboons. But for some reason, now people think you're competition. Ugh, I can't be having that.
Perhaps I am competition.
You're not even Slytherin. Could be a useless squib for all I know. Enough of this. Only one way to find out who's the better flyer. I hold one of the fastest times on this course. Let's see if you can beat it. Slytherin versus Hufflepuff.
Actually, why not? I can beat your record.
I'm so looking forward to seeing you lose.
This is rather fun. Excellent. Excellent.
ให้จอยมันทำงานนี่
Did it. This is rather fun.
Right.
That's not... You must have cheated, you... Ugh! Fine. You won. Don't think this is over. You can't determine skill from one single trial.
Surely my win means something.
You're not terrible, but you're still going to have to prove yourself if you want to earn my respect.
Challenge accepted then.
Perhaps you have what it takes after all. We shall see. But don't get your hopes up. The next course near Irondale offers a much tougher challenge. You can try to prepare by racing this course again. Just check in at the podium, where the leaderboard is. You can check your time and start the race. We'll see next time if your win here was more than just a fluke. Whilst on an errand for Albie Weeks.
800 กว่า
I suspect.
โอ้เฟรมบางทีก็45บางทีก็37ให้เป็นยังไงวะเนี่ยแขวงเหลือเกิน
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Long.
Oh, you're back! With something to report, I hope?
Mr. Weeks, I was able to set a record on my broom.
Incredible! Miss Reyes must have been shocked. Tell me, how was the broom?
A little turbulent and is wanting for a bit of speed, but it fared well enough. I will say that it tended to drift a bit to the left on certain turns. Heard a slight swoosh when I dipped.
Oh, thank you. That's precisely what I needed to know. Drifted, eh? I shall get to work immediately. Even the naysayers will be forced to admit that my work's had potential all along.
Why would anyone doubt your ability to upgrade brooms?
No, you'd be surprised. People get set in their ways, worry that fiddling with what's working fine will somehow ruin it. Those people don't appreciate the sense of freedom that comes with quality broom flight, nor do they appreciate all that's involved in the creative process. I have a friend in Rome runs a shop like mine, says it's worse there. Of course, they do nap in the afternoons from what I hear. And where would we be without enhancements? I mean, if Elliot Smethwick had let the naysayers get to him, we would never have had the cushioning charm. I don't listen to them.
I'm excited to hear more.
I have a very good feeling about this upgrade. I guarantee you'll be pleased. Expect to hear from me soon. How to address the issue of altitude as it relates to speed?
มีไซเวอร์ให้ทำ6 อันเหรอน่าไปไหนไกลหรอกตรงนี้แหละอ๋อร้านที่เราหนีมาครั้งแรกนี่
Pardon me, but were you saying something?
Oh, hello. Talking to myself. I'm Clementine Willardsey. Charmed. I was musing on the precious butterflies I see near the edge of the forest. Whenever I come near, they fly off into it. When I was at Hogwarts, we truly were forbidden from entering the forest. Told horrible stories about it, and I've had an irrationally intense fear of it ever since. It's silly, but I'm insatiably curious as to where the butterflies go in the forest. You couldn't possibly find out, could you?
You want me to follow the butterflies?
I do, yes, if you wouldn't mind.
What were the horrible stories you were told about the Forbidden Forest?
Oh, goodness, everything from students being mysteriously beheaded to terrifying spider dens. Ugh. Trust me, you hear that at 11 years old, it sticks with you.
Very well. If I have time, I shall see where they lead.
Oh, how kind! Students these days have so much more courage than I ever did. You can usually find me right around here. I hope to see you soon.
Butterfly.
Don't forget, the butterflies always seem to be on the fringes of the Forbidden Forest. Good luck.
ผีเสื้อนั่นแหละ
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade? There they are. She wasn't making it up. Well, you've come this far. Miss Willardsea might get an answer about these butterflies.
Shall we finish avoiding our problems, are we? The lamp had everything. Hey, that's mine! Back for more? Not the brightest child.
Oh well, look what we have here.
นี่นั่นแหละ
Incendio!
สะดวกจริงๆมีไม้กวาดแล้วเนี่ย
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
I don't know that, sir.
I can't thank you enough for helping to save the village from those trolls.
Oh, please tell me you have an answer for me about the butterflies.
Hello, Miss Willardsea.
Well, what happened? Did you find them?
They led me into the forest and revealed a treasure.
Oh, how lovely! I'm glad you were rewarded for your efforts. Perhaps one day I'll be able to bring myself to go into the forest. For now, I'm happy simply knowing there's something so lovely to see, should I dare.
ข้างในร้านเหรอ
We have everything a young student might need when it comes to potions. Have a good look around.
Hello, Mr. Pippin. You need help with the delivery?
Yes, I do. A capable student such as yourself should have no trouble making the trip to Cambridge. It's just south of Hogwarts.
What do you need delivered?
Fatima Lawang ordered a few invisibility potions. I used to go myself, but lately Fatima has taken to turning every visit into an argument. Constantly complaining about the quality of my stock. But how can I maintain excellence when she orders so often, giving me no time to brew? If you take this rather irritating task off my hands, I'd happily allow you to claim the delivery fee from Fatima.
I'd be happy to help with the delivery.
You've no idea how grateful I am, truly. Here are the invisibility potions she requested. Hopefully she won't give you too much trouble. She's a talented potioneer in her own right. I dare say I wouldn't mind having a look at her potion recipes one day.
Revelio.
โอ้ยพันกว่าเลยโอ้ถ้าพันกว่านี้เดี๋ยวจะออกนอกเมืองก่อนโคตรไกลเขตนั้นนะผมยังไม่ได้ไปสำรวจนะผมไปสำรวจเป็นบางเขต
Hogsmeade, here I come.
อ๋อถ้าลงแบบลงมาตรงนี้มันไม่มีเลยแถบสีเหลืองจะไม่ลดใช่ไหมโคตรเฟี้ยว
I know what that means. Merlin trial.
แถบนี้มีนี่ไหมดูสิ
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Always like that, Pippin.
Madame Luang, I have a delivery from J. Pippin's Potions.
Sent a child to do his work for him, did he? Always cutting corners and taking the easy way out. Did he have you brew them for him as well? Doesn't matter. You could probably do it better than he can anyway.
Why do you keep ordering from him if you think the quality to be inferior?
It would seem I have more and more customers who are trying to stay out of sight. I'm not one to judge. You can simply imagine the stress I'm under to deliver quality products. Unlike some vendors, I strive to keep my customers satisfied.
Here are the potions you requested.
You think it's so simple? I know Pippin is always trying to cheat his customers. Cutting corners to save some galleons for himself at the expense of quality. You'll not be getting a canut out of me until you prove the potion works. Drink it.
Seems simple enough. I'll do it.
I should think so.
ภารกิจมันให้ทำอะไรวะเนี่ย